Most Rocket League players think they lose games because of mechanics, bad teammates, missed shots, or poor boost management. And sure, those things matter sometimes, but if mechanics were the real issue, you wouldn't see the same mistakes happen at every rank. The real problem is much simpler. Rocket League is basically a turn-based game, but almost nobody actually plays it like one. Once you understand this, the game stops feeling random. Rotations finally make sense, and ranked stops feeling like chaos you have no control over. When people hear the phrase turn-based, they usually think slow, something calculated and methodical. Rocket League is obviously more fast-paced, but the same idea still applies. At any moment in a Rocket League match, only one player should be actively challenging the ball. That part is key. Everyone else on the field has a different responsibility, even if they are close to the play. This is where the idea of first, second, and third man comes from. It's not about rigid positions, it's about turn order. When that order is respected, the game feels controlled, but when it breaks, everything falls apart. The first man is the player actively going for the ball. A lot of players think first man means make a play or try to score. That mindset causes problems. The real job of the first man is to force a reaction. That might be forcing a bad touch, or it might be forcing the opponent to give up possession. Sometimes the best first man play is a light touch or even just a challenge that slows the play down. Where ranked players struggle is trying to do everything themselves. They dive in too hard, flip when they don't need to, and overcommit instead of trusting the next turn. When the first man misses, the entire play depends on second man being in the right spot, and that's where most teams break. Second man is arguably the most important role in Rocket League, because that's where games are actually decided. You're close enough to the play to react, but far enough back to stay safe. That balance is uncomfortable, especially in ranked. Most players panic as second man. They see the ball pop loose and immediately dive in because they feel like they have to do something. But second man is not about rushing. It's about reading what just happened. If first man forces a bad touch, second man capitalizes. If first man loses the challenge, second man stabilizes. Good second man play often looks boring, but it keeps your team alive. Most double commits happen because second man takes the turn too early. Third man, however, is why teams collapse. The third man is not meant to be a permanent defender. This is one of the most misunderstood ideas in Rocket League. The third man exists to protect structure. Your job is to cover counterattacks, clean up mistakes, and make sure one bad challenge doesn't turn into a goal. When third man pushes up too early, there's no safety net left. This is when goals feel impossible to stop. A lot of players say, "I had no chance there." But in reality, the chance was lost earlier when the turn order broke. Ranked often feels chaotic because the turn order is constantly ignored. Two players challenge at the same time, someone dives in from a bad angle, and the ball pops out and everyone scrambles. It feels random, but it's not. It's three players all trying to take the same turn. When turns overlap, the game speeds up artificially. Mistakes stack, boost disappears, and one bad touch turns into a goal. That chaos is not a skill issue, it's a structure issue. So what do higher ranked players do differently? High ranked players are not perfect, they still miss shots and make mistakes. The difference is patience. They understand when it is their turn and when it's not. You'll see them fake challenges, shadow instead of diving, and let bad plays die instead of forcing something risky. That patience keeps the team organized even when things are getting messy. That is why high-level Rocket League looks calmer, even if it is faster. Just think about one of the most common goals you see in ranked. First man challenges in the corner, second man dives in immediately after, and the ball pops out into the middle of the field. Now, nobody is back. That goal was not unlucky, and it was not bad mechanics. It was two players trying to take the same turn. If the second man waits, that play never becomes dangerous. This of course happens at every rank. It's not just a low rank problem. Lower ranks break turns by chasing, mid ranks break turns by overcommitting, and higher ranks break turns by forcing plays that are not there. The same mistake, but at different speeds. This is why players get stuck. Even if they improve mechanically, they get faster, but the structure never changes. You don't need new mechanics to fix this. Before every challenge, just ask yourself one simple question. Is this actually my turn? If it is, commit confidently. If it's not, rotate out and let the play develop. This one habit alone fixes positioning, boost usage, and decision making all at once. Once you learn to respect turn order, the game changes. You stop panic flipping, you waste less boost, and you see more of the field. The game feels slower because you are no longer scrambling to recover from mistakes. That feeling of control is what players mistake for game sense. So why is this rarely taught? Most Rocket League content focuses on mechanics like flip resets, speed, and flashy shots. Mechanics without structure just create faster chaos. Turn-based thinking gives mechanics a purpose. That is why top-level Rocket League looks clean instead of frantic. Rocket League is not just about touching the ball as much as possible. It's about taking the right turn at the right time. If you want to actually improve with structure instead of guessing, head over to FPSLounge.com. That's where you'll find Rocket League coaching and full courses built to help you understand the game, not just grind it. If this video helped things finally click, leave a comment and let us know, and subscribe for more Rocket League content just like this.